This is Tanya. I teach CBSE 10th Maths. This is Tina. I teach CBSE 8th Maths. Alright, now let's jump into the video. Today we are going to be learning Chapter 5 Arithmetic Progressions, Exercise 5.3, 11th question. Alright, now let's read the question. If the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square, comma, what is the first term? That is S1. Okay, what is the sum of first two terms? What is the second term? Similarly, find the third, the 10th and the nth terms. So here this question is really important. Okay, so please concentrate on this particular question. Okay, so here now they mentioned that the sum of the first n terms. So what is the meaning of sum of the first n terms? It is Sn, right? So first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square. So the Sn value is 4n minus n square. Okay, so here they mentioned that what is the first term. Okay, so whenever I say first term, you guys might be wondering it will be A1, isn't it? But here they mentioned that S1. Okay, so here they mentioned S1. So we are supposed to find what is it S1. Okay, you guys might be wondering what is the difference between A1 and S1. So here no, A1 and S1 both are same only. Okay, just because they mention S1, you guys might be wondering why is it so hard to understand. So don't need to worry guys, A1 and S1 both are similar. Okay, so whenever we'll get a value for S1 no, the same value is there for A1 as well. Okay, for example, for S1 if the value is 6 means for A1 also the value will be 6 only. Okay, so don't worry guys, both are same only. Okay, so now what are we supposed to find? We are supposed to find the first term. Okay, how to find the first term? So here the only clue is this one. Okay, so the Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. So we are going to be finding all the answer by using the single clue. Okay, so first let me just write that clue here. So Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. Okay, so now we are supposed to find the first term. It is in question mark. Okay, I just told you S1 and A1 both are same only. Okay, alright. So here how to find the first term. So we are gonna put n is equal to 1. Why am I putting n is equal to 1? We need the first term, that's why. Okay, alright. So now let us put n is equal to 1. Where am I gonna put? In this equation. Okay, so S1 is equal to 4n, right? So instead of n we are supposed to write 1 minus n square, that means it is 1 square. Okay, so S1 is equal to 1 4 is 4 minus 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, so here S1 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. So now we got the S1 value. Okay, alright. So now we found the first term. Okay, and what is the sum of first two terms? Okay, so now we are supposed to find the sum of first two terms. Okay, so that means we are supposed to find S2. Okay, so here we know S1 is equal to 3. So now we are supposed to find S2. How to find it? That is the question. This is also easy. Okay, so once again. Okay, so here I am gonna put n is equal to 2. Okay, how I put n is equal to 1? No? Like that I am gonna put n is equal to 2. In which one? This equation. That is Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. Okay, so S2 is equal to 4. So n value we are supposed to put 2 minus 2 square. Okay, we are supposed to do like this. Okay, so S2 is equal to 4 to 0, it is 8 minus, so 2 into 2 it is 4. Okay, once again, yeah. So S2 is equal to 8 minus 4, it is 4. Okay, so likewise we got the S2 value. So what is the S2 value? So the S2 value is 4. Okay, so now we know the sum of first terms and sum of first two terms. That is S2 is equal to 4. Okay, so whenever you get sum of first two terms, now you are supposed to find S2. Okay, So what is the first term? Here what is the meaning of first term? S1. Okay, alright, they had mentioned it here. Okay, that's why I just took S1. So remember, A1 and S1 both are same only. So what is the value for A1? So the value for A1 is 3. How means I got S1 is equal to 3, right? So I just told you guys that A1 and S1 both are same only. So the value is 3. Okay guys, so finally we got the S1 value and the S2 value. Of course you guys know we just put n is equal to 1 in this formula, so it is mentioned in the question, right? So where is it? Yeah, it is mentioned in the question. That's why I put n is equal to 1 and then I put n is equal to 2 and I just found the S2 value, that is 4. Okay, so now since we found the S1 value and the S2 value, shall we find the S3 value as well? Why? Because it's going to be really useful for us. Okay, so I'm going to put n is equal to 3. Okay, I'm going to put n is equal to 3. In which one? In this one, that is this one. Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. So I'm going to put n is equal to 3 in that value. That is Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. Okay, so here instead of n, no, we are supposed to write 3. So S3 is equal to 4 into 3 minus 3 square. Okay, so S3 is equal to 4 3s are, it is 12 minus 3 square. So 3 into 3 is 9. So S3 is equal to, so when we just subtract it we get 3. Okay, so likewise we got the S3 value. Okay, so now finally we know the S1 value. So I'll write it here. Okay, so the S1 value is 3 and the S2 value is 4 and the S3 value is 3. Okay, so we got these values. Okay, it is really going to be useful for us. Okay, alright. Okay, so now we just found the S1, S2 and S3 value. Why? Because in the question, no, they mentioned what is the first term. So the first term is S1, so S1 value is 3 and what is the sum of first two terms? So S2 value we got it as 4. Okay, so till here we just solved it. Now let us read the rest of the questions. What is the second term? So here they mentioned that we are supposed to find the second term. Okay, so here we are supposed to concentrate properly. Why? Because now it's going to be a new concept. Okay, here now I hope you guys know the difference between sum of first two terms and the second term. So whenever you get sum of first two terms, now we are supposed to write S2. Okay, and what is the second term? Second term means we just represent it as A2. Okay, okay. So now we are supposed to find this A2. How to find it? So here to find this A2, I have a formula, that is S2 minus S1. Okay, so this is a kind of like a formula, but we didn't learn this formula, but you should know. Okay, so most probably it is really rare to get like this type of question in boards, but guys, sometimes you might get it. Okay, so who knows? So we are supposed to know each and everything, right? So please try to learn this. Okay, so A2 is equal to S2 minus S1. So you guys might be wondering how is it possible? So here if I just take an AP, okay, so if I just take AP is equal to 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. Okay, so you have a AP like this. Okay, okay, so in this AP, no, I have a question for you guys. So think that we don't know the fourth term. So here what is the fourth term? So 8 is the fourth term, isn't it? So here this fourth term is missing. Think that the fourth term is missing. How will we find the fourth term? Sum of 4 terms minus sum of 3 terms. So here I just wrote yes. Why? Why? Because sum means we are supposed to include everything here. I mean we are supposed to include 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay, so we are supposed to add everything. Okay, then only we will get to know the sum of 4 terms. How? Sum of 4 terms means 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so sum means we are supposed to add, right? So 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. When we just add them, we get 20. Okay, and then minus sum of 3 terms. So here which one is 3 terms? 1, 2, 3. So here we are supposed to add it, right? Sum of 3 terms means we are supposed to add it. Why? Because sum means plus. So 2 plus 4 plus 6 is 12. Okay. So when we just subtract it, we get 8. For what purpose I got 8? For which value? Here I got 8 for A4. Okay, I hope you guys understood this. I got 8 for A4. This much time I was finding A4 value. You guys might be wondering what is the difference between A4 and S4. So remember guys, so A4 means 4th term. Okay, so here I will write. So A4 means 4th term. S4 means sum of 4 terms. So sum means we are supposed to add everything. Okay, so 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. Okay, so when we just add it only we will get 20, right? So likewise sum of 4 terms means we are supposed to add 4 and sum of 3 terms means add 3, first 3, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6. Okay, so this is a kind of like a formula. Okay, so here if I just take another example, for example I'll write it here. Okay, so I have an AP, that is A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma A4 comma A5 comma A6. Okay, so here think that A6 value is missing. Okay, I want to find the A6 value. How will I find it? How will I find it? First write the missing value. So here A6 value it is missing, right? So write A6, that is the 6th term. So A6 meaning is 6th term. Okay, so whenever you get something is missing, in this case we are supposed to subtract S6 minus the previous number of A6 is 5, right? Then subtract S5. Okay, like this you are supposed to do. Okay, whenever, first of all remember, whenever the value is missing, so here A6, right, we don't know the value for A6, then write the A6 and write is equal to, and then here we wrote A6, right, instead of A write yes, S6. Okay, so S6 means sum of 6 terms and minus S5, the previous number of 6 is 5, right? So S5. Okay, this is the simplest way to understand. Okay, like this only we just found this, isn't it? So here, okay, so here no the 4th term, so for the 4th term no it was missing. I just told you, right, told you guys that assume that this 4th term is missing, isn't it? So since the 4th term was missing, no, I just wrote A4. Okay, A4 means 4th term. A4 is equal to, I told you guys, write yes in the place of A in here. Okay, after is equal to write yes, and which number is missing, no, write that. So here 4th term, right, so write 4 and then we are supposed to subtract. Always remember we are supposed to subtract. Okay, so subtract yes, and which number, the previous number of 4 is 3, right? So that's why I just wrote 3. Okay, so don't just think that here 4th term is 8, so the previous number is 6, so we are supposed to write 6 here. No guys, we are supposed to take it as A1, A2 and A3. So the so here A4, right? So the previous number of 4 is 3, so S3. Okay, so this is the simplest way to understand it. Okay, so remember guys, whenever you find difficulty, you are supposed to use this formula. This is not kind of like a formula, but you should understand this. Okay, I know it is a new topic, so please try to understand this. Okay, if you don't understand now, please watch the video again. Even I didn't understand it. Okay, so when you just look at the notes again and again, and when you practice again and again only, you will understand, right? So please watch this video again, then you will understand it properly. Okay. Okay, so now for what purpose we did this? Why? Because we want A2 value. So I will just show you this. So we want the 2nd term, isn't it? That is A2 value. How to find this A2 value? I just told you guys. I just got a formula, that is A2 is equal to S2 minus S1. So here, yeah, I will write here A1 comma A2. Okay, so here now think this as a AP. Okay, so in this AP the A2 no, we need the 2nd term. How to find the 2nd term? So S2 minus S1. So sum of 2 terms minus sum of 1 term. Okay, so I just told you guys, first write which term is missing. So sum of 2 terms minus the previous number of 2 is 1, so S1. Okay, so some people know they used to mug up the formula, but this one no, yes, not supposed to mug up it. You should understand it. Okay, all right. So we are supposed to find the A2, that is in question mark. So I just told you guys A2 is equal to sum of 2 terms minus sum of 1 term. Okay, so A2 is equal to, what is the value for sum of 2 terms? So S2 we got it as 4, right? So 4 minus S1 is 3. Okay, so 3. So when we just subtract it, we get 1. So we got the A2 value. Okay, so now finally we got the A2 value. So this is according to the question, no? We want the second term, we just found that is 1. So similarly find the third term, the 10th term and the nth term. So here now what we are supposed to find? One second. Okay, so we are supposed to find A3 and A10. Okay, first let us find these both values, okay, and the nth term. Okay, first we are supposed to find A3 and A10. Okay, so here I'll just do it here. Okay, so in this only I'll do, then only you'll understand properly. So now I'm supposed to find A3. How to find this A3? So I just told you guys, first write the A3. So which term we want to find out, write it as it is, and then is equal to, and then I told you guys that write sum, and then which term we want to find, write 3. So yes, 3 minus yes, so the previous number of 3 is 2, right? So here likewise we are supposed to find. Okay, now you guys might be wondering, where did I get this formula? So the same thing only, I just did it here, right? So here we want to find A2 is equal to, and write yes in the yes and then sum of 2 terms. Which term is missing? No, I mean here A2 we don't know, right? So that's why I just wrote S2 minus the previous number of 2 is 1, that's why minus S1. Okay, so here now only I just taught you these stuffs, right? So if you just understand this one, no, you will understand this one properly. Okay, alright. So likewise only I got A3. Like that only I just found this thing, that is A3 is equal to S3 minus S2. So now let us apply the value. So we found the S3 value, right? Where is it? Yeah. So here, no, this is second term. So one second. Okay, so here, no, do we have the A3 value? Okay, so A3 we are supposed to find, let it be like that, is equal to, do we have the S3 value? No, we have the S2 value, right? So here I just found the S2 value and S1 value, but we didn't find the S3 value, isn't it? So now let us find the S3 value. So now we found it, so S3 is equal to 3, isn't it? Okay, so now we got the S3 is equal to 3 and S2 is equal to 4. So now let us put that. Okay, S3 we got it as 3 and then S2 it is 4, right? One second. So yeah, okay, so here S2 is 4, okay. So S2 is 4. So A3 is equal to, so here when you just subtract them we get minus 1. Okay, likewise we got the A3 value. Okay, so now finally we got the third term. A3 means third, right? So finally we got the third term. So now let us find the 10th term. Why? Because according to the question, no, one second, we are supposed to find A10 as well. So let us find the A10. Okay, so now we are supposed to find A10, right? So A10, it is in question mark. How to find A10? I just told you guys, write the A10 as it is equal to sum of 10 terms minus sum of the previous number of 10 is 9. Okay, so we are supposed to find it like this, isn't it? See, if you just understand this concept properly, then it is literally easy to understand this. Okay, so now I am not going to teach it deeply, I mean briefly. Okay, alright. So now what we can do, now we can substitute the values, isn't it? So A10 is equal to, here do we know the S10 value and the S9 value? No, right, we don't know the S10 value and the S9 value. So now we are supposed to find S10 value and the S9 value. Okay, so now let us find that separately. Okay, I know this sum is little bit lengthy, but please guys understand, this is really an important sum. Okay, so now we are going to be finding the S10 value. Okay, so how to find it? So to find it, the starting of the question, no, we have a formula, that is not like a formula, they mentioned a value, that is 4n minus n square, isn't it? They mentioned this. So we are supposed to apply this. Okay, so now let us apply this. So okay, so yes, n is equal to 4n minus n square. So yes, so now I am gonna put n is equal to 10. Why? Because we want to find yes 10, right? That's why here we have the number 10. That's why I am going to put n is equal to 10. So yes 10. In where am I going to put n is equal to 10? In this I am going to put n is equal to 10. Okay. So yes 10 is equal to 4, and in the place of n we are supposed to write 10 and then minus 10 square, and then is equal to 4 tens are, it is 40, and then minus 10 square is 100. Okay, so S10 as it is. So S10 is equal to, when we just subtract them now, we get minus 60. Okay, so likewise we got the S10 value. Okay, so I can actually write minus 60. Why? Because S10 is minus 60. Recently now we just found it, and then write this minus as it is, and we are supposed to find S9. So how to find the S9? We are going to use the same thing. So since it is now, I am going to put n is equal to 9. Why? Why? Because we are supposed to find S9, right? So in this now I am going to put n is equal to 9. So S9 is equal to 4 into 9 minus 9 square is equal to 9 4s are, it is 36, minus 9 square is 81. So this is 9 square. Okay. Okay. So now when we just subtract it, we get minus 45. So this is the S9 value. Okay. So now we got the S9 value, that is minus 45. Okay. So when we just so minus 60 as it is, minus and minus into minus is plus, so plus 45. So when we just plus and minus, it is minus, right? So when we just subtract it, we get minus 15. So finally we got the S10 value. Okay. But according to the question, we are supposed to find third term, 10th term, we just found it, right? So and then we are supposed to find the nth term. Okay. So nth term, how can we write it? So we can actually write an. So now we are supposed to find an. Okay, for that we are supposed to apply this formula. For that, now first of all let us write the AP. So AP, no, A1, comma A2, comma A3 and so on. Okay. So here, no, what is the A1 value? So I just told you guys A1 is equal to S1, both are same only. So here S1 value is 3, then the A1 value also it will be 3. So AP is equal to, we got A1 value as 3 and then comma, and then what about A2 value? So A2 value we got it as 1. So 1 comma A3 value we got it as minus 1. Okay, minus 1. So now let us write A is equal to 3 and D, how are we supposed to find? A2 minus A1. So is equal to, so A2 value is 1, right? So 1 minus, and then A1 value is 3. So when we just subtract it, we get minus 2. So this is a D value, that is the common difference. Okay. Okay guys, so now we have the A value, that is 3, and the common difference is minus 2. So now let us write, we are supposed to find AN, right? So let us write AN formula, that is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, so now the AN value we don't know, let us write it as it is, and the A is 3 and then plus, so here N value, do we know the N value? So we don't know the N value, so let us write it as it is. So D is minus 2. Okay, so that is the common difference. So AN is equal to, what we can write? We can write 3 plus, we shall multiply it. So since you guys know, we are supposed to multiply it, isn't it? So let us multiply minus 2 into N minus 1. So minus 2 into N is minus 2N. Okay, and then close the bracket. So minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. Okay, why? Because minus into minus is plus. Okay, so now let us write AN is equal to 3 and then plus into minus is minus, so minus 2N plus 2 and then AN. So here we have constant terms. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 minus 2N. Okay, so this is the an value. Okay, so guys, this is our answer. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Bye.